to Face, the program
that frontally discusses
political and social issues in Nigeria. The weekly program brought to you on Wednesday by 6 p.m. Nigerian time, anchored by Prince Ewemade Concourse, powered by GCSDN.
Join us.
Good evening and welcome to Face program. I'm sorry. We'll be having some technical glitches from my side. Anyway, like I said before the breakdown, let me bring the two panelists who's going to be joining us in the studio today to discuss the issue of death sentence for corrupt politicians in Nigeria. And we want to also hear from you, the viewers, from watching from the comfort of your home. We want to get your opinion on this topic today because it is very important. So that's why I had to make sure we continue the program, whether it is 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, but we still have to continue this program today, no matter what happens. Let me bring them back to the studio so we can continue on the conversation for tonight. The first person is Chief Dr. Patrick Osagie-Eolo, a man that is very vocal, a man that speaks for the less privileged in the society, and is very passionate about when it comes to the issue of corrupt politicians in Nigeria. Chief Dr. Patrick Osagie-Eolo, you are welcome to the studio, sir.
Good evening, Prince Agbongon. It's a pleasure being on your studio.
Thank you. Where are you joining us from today, sir?
I'm joining you from Lagos, Nigeria.
I love this, your art. I hope this is one of my collection that I'm going to hear it when the time comes, sir.
Well, I hope you don't get me naked because you practically take everything I wear. You know, sometimes even when I dress like a native daughter, it also interests you. I don't know why.
We'll come back to that.
All right.
Hey, Chief MD, you are welcome to the studio. Your face is well known already, a regular contributor to this program. Tonight, we're going to be discussing about death sentence in Nigeria. We want to hear your thoughts. First, let me ask the Observer General, Dr. Patrick Osagie-Eolo. What are your thoughts when it comes to the issue of death sentence for politicians in Nigeria?
Well, you know, for me, many years ago, you know, even before I become a member of Amnesty International, I have always had the belief that if one innocent man is killed, 1 million men are killed. So I was vehemently against death sentence in order to protect the right of any single innocent man. But however, because the faith Buhari said, if we don't kill corruption, Nigeria will kill us. I had managed the Nigeria politicians for so long. And the more I manage them, the harder they come, the worse they have become. So I felt that I had to, revise my own idea about death sentence in Nigeria and pitch tents with Chinese government. Because Nigeria is growing in numbers. As a matter of fact, we don't know because the last time we did census in Nigeria, I'm sure that as vocal and smart as Chief MD, you wouldn't even probably remember. Nigeria is going backward, a lot of retrogression. So because of that, we've surpassed the 250 million. They keep saying 110, 120, when the poor are just making babies because that's the only thing that comfort them by having sex every time and there's no prevention. So we are multiplying. In the next 10 years, we surpass 600 or 700 million in population. No joke. So in order for us to control it, in order for us to allow the poor to breathe, so they can also, the rich can live and let the poor live, is for us to introduce death sentence. Let me tell you, if we don't do that, those who are rich among us, they are going to continue to have policy that is going to put us in this perpetual poverty. Do not forget that God or Allah, inshallah, whatever denomination, whatever we worship, whether we are Buddhist or not, none of this religion create poverty. Poverty is a man-made religion. So I therefore say that if we introduce death sentence, the likes of the Yabelo will not attempt to steal 84 billion. The likes of Ibita Idu, a doctor who has never had a syringe in her life, will not attempt to do that, and many more. So that's why, in order for a country like Nigeria, so the house we call Nigeria will not just, go down. We must protect the future of our children and the future of the yet urban generation. That is why I am in opinion, because it has helped China. If it has helped China, I'm sure it will also help us because of our population. Do not forget that the Chinese people protect foreigners in their country. I was there a couple of months ago, and the Chinese people also are very, very, very tough on corruption. And that's why the Chinese, they will not commit any crime in their soul. They would rather go out and commit crime in different countries, or when they have served their J term. I did study about them. They will just send them to African country and give them some big title to work with us and exploit us. So I will say that I want Nigerians. I've had billboard all over the 30 states with my money for a crusade that Nigeria should support my outcry for us to reintroduce back to death sentence. Without taking much time, let me give you an example of what happened the time of Uyenisi. What happened in the time of Anini, who terrorized Edo State. When children are growing up, your mother would point to them when they were tied to a drum and say, "My son, do not bring shame. I will not be there when they tie you to a drum and execute you publicly if you steal government fund or if you rob anybody." So when we are going to kill this set of people, because these people, the Chinese describe them as a special species. What is a species? A species is used for an animal. That's a species. You cannot describe a human being as a species. But the Chinese people describe this same human being, these uh, animals in human skin, who will steal very primitively to impoverish the vast majority. They call them a special species. So when they are found guilty, they will ask the family to pay for a bullet to execute them, or they will choose to crush them with a tank, armor tank in a marketplace. That will really scare people to do what is right and not to continue to do what is wrong.
Thank you so much, sir. Chief MD, I would like to get your thought on the issue of death penalty for corrupt politicians in Nigeria. I want to get your thought before I'll play a video clip that I want the whole world to see. What's your thought, Chief MD?
I agree on death penalty for criminals in general. That is something I totally agree for. Because somebody who go and kill somebody, they catch them. You're now saying they should not execute it. Like armed robbers, for instance. They kill, they steal, they destroy. So if you catch an armed robber that have committed a murder, it is have to be put to death. And that is when we have a judicial process. But for politicians, it's a high order. Number one, let's be realistic. These same politicians are the one that appoint judges. The same politicians are the one that appoint prosecutors and all whatnot. And also the power to undo. They're the one that write the law and unwrite the law itself. Look at the basic of our constitution, for instance. No sitting officials can be prosecuted while they're in office. And after they left office, if they go into the Senate, they're forever protected. By the time they leave the Senate, the crime they committed is already forgotten. 90% of the senators today who are ex-governors are thieves. The Senate president is now still under serious, should be under serious investigation for how he embezzled the state money. Look at Ganduje, for instance. Ganduje, the PDP chairman, the the whole state have the effrontery to say that the little riot that happened in Kaduna, the rioter came into the office of a prosecuting office, the federal office. They stole a file. They stole Ganduje file, not all the other file. They didn't steal computer. They didn't steal fan. They didn't steal the AC. They stole a file, a case file pertaining to Ganduje. Now, is it the same people we want to trust? Look at the Bono House of Rep. Is it House of Rep or Senate gentleman from Borno State that is voicing out against the lavish spending of the government? They're doing everything to remove him. They've sanctioned him. They've asked him to apologize to the point they're pushing for his recall because it's questioning the overspending of the nation. What will happen in a corrupt nation like Nigeria? Is the innocent one that will end up prosecuted and put into death? Not the just, not the sin one. It's the righteous one that put to death. Nigeria is too corrupt for us to consider this level of integrity to hold our politicians accountable. I mean, we can't even prosecute them to put them in jail. The basic, the minimum. Just even forget even putting them in jail. Just prosecute them and let them prove themselves innocent. How many of the governor, former senate, former local government chairman, former House of Rep, they've even once prosecuted, let alone successful, just even arrest? Look at Yaya Bello. Yaya Bello refused to go to the court. And the court has zero power to do anything.
Thank you.
The court has zero power to do anything. So
thank you so much, Chief MD. What you are saying is, first of all, they need to be persecuted for their whatever crime they might have committed while in office, or you believe it's not possible to enact such a law to have these people persecuted and perhaps sent to firing squad. Well, we'll come back to you again. Let me just quickly play a video clip that I would just want us to see. If you are just joining us on this program, we are discussing about death sentence for corrupt politicians in Nigeria. We want to hear your opinion on this topic. Let me just quickly play a video clip.
Yes, you can see where we are today in present Nigeria, where people cannot feed. Now, the Nigeria government, thank God for Baba Olusegun Obasanjo, set up anti-grift, which is known as the EFCC, to go after the economic and financial crimes. But fortunately, lately, the EFCC have turned that place to their own industry where they can make money for themselves. This is the only country where you can recover the loot, and the loot again will be relooted. Abacha loot were recovered. A lot of money came from abroad to sympathize with us at home because we are in dear need of that money. Now, the money was relooted. Useless Emefiele, who now carry Bible that is bigger than the world. That Bible will kill you, Emefiele. That Bible must kill you. Because you change the currency. A lot of people died on it. You ran trip our money with Mr. Yaro and the wife. Yaro were doing practically nothing. You will give him money on the apex rate. He will run trip the money. We have so much idiots, so much chiefs that we worship, have land in Banana Island, have Rolls Royce, have Ferrari, have everything. On the detriment of the common man's money, where other Nigeria cannot free. Emefiele, if there is reincarnation, you can never reincarnate again. You are a devil. You can only be described as Mamu Yakubu, who gave a chance to Asuwaju Bola Tinubu to put us in this continuation of mess of Buhari. I'm going somewhere. Now, Sahara Reporter reported that over 120 billion has been recovered. As a matter of fact, Yaro, Mr. and Mrs. pleaded guilty for a lesser crime and returned 70 billion so that they can walk in the street. How can we continue to give free baggage to undesirable common criminals, common thieves? Do you know the cause of armed robbery and kidnapping? The cause is from these individuals who steal our common patrimony, these politicians, these civil servants who is destroying the fabric of democracy in Nigeria. It's the cause of prostitution, it's the cause of drug, it's the cause of depression, it's the cause of every bad thing Nigeria is going through. I've been saying, nobody's listening.
Thank you so much. Chief Dr. Patrick, I can see how passionate, I think, MD, I think somebody, let me just probably mute. I think, okay, I think it's Chief Patrick on. I think it's your Chief Patrick phone that's making that noise. No, not from my background, it's from yours. 'Cause I just mute you now, the noise stops. I think it's from yours, yeah. Okay, anyway, let me go ahead and ask you the question. I can see how passionately you are when it comes to this issue of death sentence in Nigeria. You even went further. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
There's a feedback on his mic. Are you calling him on the phone? Your mic is gone again. Prince, your mic is off again. Can you hear me? Your mic is off again, Prince.
Your mic is acting up again, Prince. Hello? Hello?
It's Prince mic is mute again. I can hear you, Chief. It's Prince again. His mic is mute again. What? I don't know what it is.
Let me go back to the same way topic before, you know. But when the topic is interesting like this with a wonderful man like MD who you hardly say, there should not be any interruption.
My honorable brother, my one and only brother, my mentor. I'm really happy to see you, my only mentor.
I love you always, man. I love you always, man.
Yeah. My mentor, you my real mentor, man. Forget. Yeah.
Well, when I know that you were coming, I was so excited. You know, I said, this is going to be very interesting because, you know, we can disagree, agree on certain issues because we have like mind, you know. But now,
of course.
Prince, but village people, they're not lying. These are the village people.
You know, I don't know what's wrong with this mic. I think it's a very interesting subject matter that I'm really interested in. And
maybe we can better reorganize itself so that, you know, the thing can be clear, it can be audible for people, you know. Because he cannot hear us anymore. The same problem has been.
He can hear us. He can hear us. We can't hear him.
We cannot hear you, Prince.
He can hear us. We can't hear him.
Not deaf and dumb. So
we can't hear you. Connect with your phone. Just connect with your phone. Let's do it through the phone. This your laptop is not working. I don't know what you press again. You just not go press the one of the button at the general mute.
MD, let us sign out. Let the guy reorganize himself, please.
No, that's right. Let's just sign out so we redo it and log us back